Big Brother Niger. So here are your updates. For those who are looking up for some of the interesting updates out of Big Brother Niger, let's see what we have for you now. Isabella breaks her silence, says he embarrassed me on national TV. What exactly is he talking about? We all know what happened a few days ago. I mean, it was on the Saturday when they had the party after the house party, Saturday night party, and there was this fondling that happened between Isabella and Kakumi, and of course, it dovetailed into breast sucking. So let's check out the update. Just when the dust seemed to be settling in Biggie's house and head of house lounge selection stirred a fresh wave of emotions, and it all began when Thelma chose Kayikumi as her partner for the head of house challenge for the head of house lounge. What seemed like a simple choice turned out to be the spark for a much deeper emotional fallout, especially for Isabella, who didn't hold back her feelings. I can't even look at the two of them, honestly, she said with a mix of hurt and pride. We will all still be in this house together, but my fans won't want me to lose focus. I can't disappoint them. Her words hit hard, raw, and real. It wasn't just about the HOH pick, it was about respect, loyalty, and the silence alliances that's clearly run deeper than viewers can always see. Emisi echoed the disbelief. It's crazy. Meanwhile, Isabella wasn't oblivious. She has sensed the tension. She knew what she was doing. Isabella said, even when she picked him, she sat there waiting to see how I would react. Then came Damboski, trying to bring in some context. She said the claims even know each other before now, but Isabella had receipts. He told me someone sent him Thelma's page before the show and told him to form an alliance with her. He said he forgot about it during lockdown, but when he got in, he started asking me if I was from Port Harcourt, if I knew someone, all those coded questions. Trust broken. Make Biggie play the tape, she said, clearly fed up. People don't know what I have gone through because of man issues. I even have a scar on my body. I'm not doing man wahala again. If a man doesn't respect you, walk away. As the conversation deepened, the reality of the emotional mess and settled in. Isabella asked, okay, if I win HOH and I pick you, will you reject? Damboski was honest. I wouldn't reject, but I might hesitate. I know how my baby will feel. The room got quiet. Macy added, people thought they'd pick Brew Boy or Sabrina, but Thelma did. Back to Isabella, wounded but holding her pride. She didn't pick him. And honestly, I don't even want to give that narrative the time of day. He's just a fool, a goat. He doesn't respect me. He embarrassed me on national TV. Then came her self reflection, the part that made the moment so human. I'll keep talking, and people will say this girl never learns, always chasing men who don't rate her. But don't worry, I'll learn eventually. In Biggie's house, alliances can shift with a look, and heartbreak sometimes hides behind a sharp tongue. For Isabella, it was more than a lounge selection, it was a moment of clarity, and for the rest of us, just another reminder that the game isn't only physical, it's deeply personal. And down to the head of house game. It's official. The queen has arrived. Congratulations to Thelma Lawson as she takes the crown from former head of house Jason J in what Big Brother himself calls a spectacular performance. What began as a friendly face-off between the boys and girls quickly turned into one of the most intense competitions of the season. Both teams brought their A game, and after a tough first round, two finalists emerged. Jason J, representing the men, and Thelma Lawson standing tall for the ladies, with both contenders moving on to the final stage. It was a test of strength, strategy, and stamina. The competition had its highs and lows, moments of tension, triumphs, and serious pressure, but in the end, Thelma Lawson rose above it all and clinched the win, a well deserved victory that proves she is not just representing the ladies, she is representing power and grace. Beating Jason J, one of the most competitive housemates this season, is no small feat. From Port Harcourt to the HOH throne, she is proving why she is queen material. But the battle isn't over just yet. She owns the crown. And in true royal fashion, she made her choice for the HOH guest, Kayikumi. Yes, the same Kayikumi who once drank Isabella's milk. We haven't forgotten. Now he's set to chill in the HOH lounge with Port Harcourt's number one girl. Sharing is caring, right? Let's just say the heir apparent is making his rounds, and this lounge session might just spark more drama than peace. One thing is clear, this week is about to be hotter than hot, and we already felt the heat from Sunday. Stay tuned because BB Niger Season 10 is only just getting started. And now to some other interesting development out of the Big Brother house. Doris calls Kola out on his involvement with Dede. It was a night of tough conversations and tense confrontations in the Big Brother house as Doris pulled Kola aside to dish out some candid advice, urging him to take control and stop letting the female housemates walk all over him. Referring specifically to one incident after the Saturday night party, Doris called out Kola's dynamic with Diddy, pointing out how she merely made a face and he promptly obeyed going to fetch water without question. That wasn't cool, Doris said, encouraging Kola to assert himself more and stop playing the passive role. Kola listens quietly at first, offering little in response, but the night took a sharper turn when another issue surfaced, this time involving head of house Jason J. Kola later confronted Doris, saying he'd been informed that she made unflattering comments about him behind his back. Court of God, Doris firmly denied the accusation. What followed was a tense exchange, with emotions flaring as the two tried to get to the bottom of the rumor. Eventually, cooler heads prevailed after hashing things out. Both Kola and Doris agreed to let go of misunderstanding and move forward. And so the fight between Joanna and Ivatar, what started as a cheerful celebration for Denari's birthday, took a sharp turn into chaos as housemates Joanna and Ivatar found themselves in a heated war of words all over a slice of cake. Biggie set the mood with cake and drinks for Denari, who gave a heartwarming birthday speech that briefly united the house in good vibes, but the sweetness didn't last long. As Joanna picked up the knife to cut the cake, Ivata requested two slices. Joanna, clearly irritated, shut her down with a sharp retort. The slices are counted. That didn't sit well with Ivata, who shot back, accusing Joanna of talking for food, a jab that instantly lit the fuse. The argument quickly escalated as both women exchanged fiery clapbacks. Joanna refused to back down and, in the bold moments, hit Ivata with the dismissive auntie jab, adding fuel to the growing tension. The other housemates were left stunned as what should have been a joyful moment turned into one of the season's most unexpected showdowns so far. In Biggie's house, not even birthday cake is safe from drama.